Hey guys, it's Diegodoom here bringing you another behind the scenes video. Now if you're on my channel earlier, you know I already tried to make this video, but I had to delete it because the orientation was completely messed up, and here I am making it once again. So let's jump right into it. So what am I working on right now? Right now I'm working on my review of Super Robot Chogokin Majin Emperor G. In this particular portion, I'm working on the size comparison segment of my review. So let's look at the table here. So as you can see, we have Majin Emperor G here, accompanied by SRC Majin Kaiser Skull Renewal, as well as our Majin Kaiser, which is pretty cool there. So we have three large figures bursting with that good old photon slash Majin power. So recently I was asked, how do I get the figures on the sides here to so-called morph? There's no morphing going on, and there's no special effects going on. It's a very simple and very basic technique. All I do is swap the two figures on the sides, and I have to be mindful to make sure the figure in the center remains completely still, and my camera and tripod are completely still. Otherwise, what will happen is, in the final footage when I'm transitioning scenes, you'll see this weird shadow fade or motion going on that looks just absolutely bizarre and looks pretty bad. So I just have to make sure the camera is still and the figure in the center is still. Now something I noticed, if you look here on the floor, all this carpet is exposed and I have my rug pulled back. If I have my tripod on my rug, even though I can't see it, somehow, some way, there's always this weird shift or weird movement that always shows up at the end of the video. So I have to make sure that this camera and tripod are perfectly flat and on a nice even surface. And also when I'm swapping figures, I have to be careful and kind of, act like this is Jenga or something and pull these out and not touch the figure or slide the fabric here on the table. Now when it comes to making these size comparisons, for me personally, it can either be easy and messy or hard and clean. So what do I mean by that? For it being easy and messy, typically what happens, just so I can hurry up and get things done, I will grab a figure from one of the shelves, do the comparison, and put it back. But most of the time, I'll put it back where it doesn't belong. So you can see on this Guyver shelf here, we have our Figure Arts Ultraman, Darkness Bunny, Kikaider, Fire Rodan. None of these characters were ever in the Guyver universe. This is my Guyver shelf, and it's kind of dark here, so bear with me. So I'll get pretty lazy, and I'll just put stuff on the table, put them back where they don't belong. For instance, this is my SRC Gokin shelf. You can see we have our Figure Arts Zoffy, Figure Arts Ultra 7. There's Blackbeat here, and it's just a huge mess. These guys belong down here on the bottom on my Figure Arts shelf. So it gets pretty crazy, and I have to admit I get lazy. Now, the hard and clean way is I put the figures back where they belong after I'm finished with them. So, I'm just too lazy and I don't want to do that. So ultimately what happens is after review, I have to go back and reorganize my shelf. So I got to work on that and be more, not so lazy. Let's go ahead and look at more of the mess I've made here. So we go over to the right here. You can see we have our GX49 Big Bang Punch SOC Mazinger. Now how you can tell, the bottom portion here, this is all plastic. It's not die cast. Then we have our Ace suit. Put that down there. Andromelos, yellow tracksuit Bruce Lee, Yulian's taking a nap, as well as Ultra 7. Looks like Guyver 2F fell asleep and her arm came off. Same thing with Conti Green, Blue Beat, Guyver. Well, check that out. A very cool SOC DC Mazinger Z. That review's coming up very soon. Then we have Zoffy and Ultraman Crucified. We have a camera lens, the 7 suit hiding, and this very cool Zenogre figure. So basically, guys, I have to admit, sometimes I can get lazy, and this all can be hard work, but in the end, it is very fun making all these absolutely fantastic reviews. So, this has been another behind the scenes video by Diegodoom. Thank you very much for watching, and please stay tuned for more figure reviews. Remember to like, comment, and subscribe.